Credit cards have completely changed the way we spend money. Imagine swiping a card for your dream sneakers, your favorite gadget, or even just groceries. Tap, swipe, done, and boom, it's yours. No cash up front, and it feels amazing, right? So then why even bother talking about it?
Younger adults who've only really known rising costs are discovering the hard way what happens when you can't make credit card payments each month, especially, say these students, for those who don't have jobs. Overall, consumer debt rose in the second quarter to $2.5 trillion, up 4.2%. For adults aged 26 to 35, the rate of missed credit card payments is now almost 2%, an increase of more than 21% over a year ago. When you miss monthly payments, it doesn't take long for debt, like a house of credit cards, to collapse.
Here's the catch. Almost half of Canadians are currently carrying credit card debt, and that debt is bringing them a lot of financial stress. With rising living costs and slower wage growth, many people are relying on credit cards for surviving. And the result? Missed payments, growing balances, and financial pressure that feels impossible to escape. So, while swiping a card may feel like freedom, it can quickly turn into financial captivity with a very high cost. Welcome to Money Matters. I'm Salvia, and in this series of Unlocking the Secrets of Credit Cards, we're going to cover the true price of credit cards, how minimum payments keep you broke, how to pick the right card, and some myths, lies, and scams about them. But today's focus is the real cost of swiping a credit card. Let's start with the basics. Credit card versus debit card. A credit card works like a short-term loan. You're borrowing money from the bank that you have to pay back. A debit card, on the other hand, uses your own money directly from your bank account, so there's nothing to pay back later. With a credit card, you don't necessarily need a bank account. But since your debit card is linked directly to your bank account, you have to open an account first. How you manage your monthly credit card payments has a big impact on your credit score. If you miss payments, your score can drop very fast. A debit card, however, has no effect on your credit score. Now, let's talk about interest charges, because this is where the real danger comes in. Since a credit card is a type of loan, you pay interest, and it often comes to around 20% compounded. A debit card is just your own money, so there's no interest at all. Now, the obvious question is, which one is better? Credit cards definitely have perks. They help you build your credit history, offer rewards, and give you fraud protection. But research shows that they also make people spend more money with a credit card than they normally would. And that's where the trouble starts. According to the Canadian Consumer Credit Card Report in 2024, more than half of Canadians are carrying a credit card debt. 55% of Canadians have a credit card debt, up from 43% just a year ago. 51% say it will take 6 months or longer to pay it off, up from 40% a year ago. And total balances for Canadian credit cards have hit an all-time high, with the average balance reaching to around $4,000. And here's why that's scary. Let's compare average interest rates. Interest on a home loan is around 5%, an auto loan is around 8%, a personal loan can go up to 13%, but a credit card, it's a massive 20%. And remember, that's compounded too. Keep in mind that these numbers are just averages, and the actual percentage depends on factors like your credit score, your bank, and other terms.
About half of all Canadians carry a balance on their credit card each month, meaning they're paying interest on credit card debt.
If you pay off your credit cards each month, the rewards can really add up. But if you don't, the points you get may not be worth it.
You may get an offer of no interest for a set time, but if the balance is not paid in full by the due date, you could have to pay interest charges back to day one. Credit cards do offer rewards like free groceries, gas, and airline miles, which are great for those who pay off their balance each month. But if you don't, the rewards you get are not likely worth the interest you'll end up.
So here's the bottom line. Your credit card isn't free money. Once your 30-day billing cycle ends, every unpaid dollar becomes the most expensive debt in your life. So always pay more than just the minimum, ideally the full balance, and never miss a payment. If you do need to borrow money, look for cheaper options, and personal loans instead of leaning towards credit cards. In the next episode of Money Matters, we'll break down the math behind minimum payments and show you how they can trap you in debt for years. Before you go, here's something I want you to think about. Are you also using credit cards for an easy loan and paying high interest on it? And do you think credit card rewards are worth the risk of carrying debt? Stay tuned and find out in the next video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe.